Now, Salaki about you, Yasha. You know what I'm saying? But pretty much what I'm saying is that her occupation and stuff was to give up that ass, you know what I'm saying, for money. You know what I'm saying, right? And you still gonna have some Israelite women out there and stuff, and guess what? They're gonna get saved. They're gonna get saved and stuff, even if they are in that occupation and stuff, because just like a whoremonger, the money is sweet. When it come down to them, the money is sweet. Or the fact is like they can't they can't get anything regular for whatever their circumstances is. You know what I'm saying? They're the only things that I could think of and stuff of why they woo to woo, right? So so in the end, like it, in the end and stuff, it's still gonna be woo to woo. So what I'm saying is this: when it come down to like certain women, because I'll be watching them gold digger videos and whatnot and stuff. I know a lot of them be, live sometimes and stuff, or it's just be, or it be actors and stuff, and they just be training and stuff so they could get views and whatnot and stuff. I get it, you know what I'm saying. But when it come down to it and stuff, um, when it come down to it, uh, 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 this is just me. Probably ain't the same, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't gonna get no coochie and stuff because you say this and stuff. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Salvation and stuff is something the only thing on my mind. So it's like this, Lord willing. So it's like this. When it comes down to it and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you dealing with her with 6 months, you dealing with her for 6 months and stuff, you know what I'm saying, ooh, it's a lot of them hoes. It's like it. When I say hoes and stuff, I'm talking about bugs. 'Cause I smacked their plant that they was at. But it's like this. Um, 6 minutes and six and 6 months. Come on, man. Man, they every fucking bit. Lock it. So in in 6 months and whatnot and stuff, right? In 6 months, what happens? You know what I'm saying? She finally give you the cooch. She finally give you the coochie. You've been spending money on her all this time and whatnot and stuff. And I'm not, for you guys out there and stuff, it's like, oh, don't make it seem like it's stuff that all we want is the cooch and stuff, even if you want a relationship and whatnot. The thing is that you giving her more in that period of time and stuff than she giving you. She giving you her time and stuff, but you giving her your time, your money, your gas, your gas, your gas, and whatever it is that she want from your ass. And them gold diggers and stuff, I'm gonna tell you right now and stuff, them gold diggers and stuff, they fucking pathetic the way them hoes think. But it's like this. It's like this. You know, I just wanted to make the point that there was gonna be certain women and stuff who's gonna be in that occupation and stuff, and yet they still gonna get saved. But that's because their heart is true to the Lord. A lot of bitches and stuff, they bitches. Like the Lord ain't coming back for bitches. The Lord coming back for righteous women and whatnot, no matter what their circumstance is. That's what the Lord coming back. Well, the elect, you see, there's more women on the earth. There's more women on the earth and stuff than there's men. So guess what? That means that there's gonna be a lot of women who gonna get destroyed, right? But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go back to this. This is back in Sirach 23 or Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha 23, and I'm gonna start at the top again. It says verse 18. It says, "A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart." who seeth me. I am compassed about with darkness. The walls covered me, and nobody seeth me. Fear, for the Most High will not remember my sins. You got a lot of individuals and stuff. You know, when they do dirt, they like to do others. They like to sneak. You know what I'm saying? You got that old saying and stuff that it might not be right. You see? You know? And it says, verse 19, it says, such a man only fear the eyes of men. And it says, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. Right? Secret parts and stuff is in your thoughts. So for all you men and women that's out there and stuff, it's like, damn. Now, you know, it can be done. It can be done truly accidental. It can be done truly accidental and stuff where it's like, you know, because, you know, women be out there walking with they brothers or they cousins and whatnot and stuff. Now, shit, if they walk with their cousins stuff, you can get it in. But I'm just saying like this. You saying, and then for anybody and stuff who want to sit up here and be like, I don't mean to veer off, but for anybody that's try to sit up here and be like, oh, you nasty and stuff, you talking about cousins, we all cousins. If you fucking with an Israelite woman right now, or you an Israelite woman and stuff, and you fucking with an Israelite man and stuff, guess what? You fucking a cousin. Even when it come down to even when it come down to certain heathens and whatnot and stuff, guess what? They're cousins as well. But the thing is that they're not underneath the covenant. You see? So, you know, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us is underneath a fox head and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit together. Yeah, they go, they go to temptation. That's why I got to keep going, right? But you know, you got to watch your thoughts and whatnot and stuff, because as the scripture says in the New Testament, if you sit up here and think about having sex with another motherfucker, if that person and stuff is taken already, then guess what? You're going off. You're going off. You're going off. So it says, uh, verse 20, it says, he knew all things or ever they were created. So also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all. This man shall be punished in the streets of the city, and where he suspected not, he shall be taken. It says, thus shall it go also. Now it's talking about adultery. You know, it's talking about adultery. This is specifically referring to adultery. And it says, this man shall be punished in the streets of the city where he suspecteth not, he shall be taken. It says, thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband. Remember, you're a husband not by paper, you're a husband by penis. It says, so, you know, it says, and bringeth in an heir by another. Now, a female will be like, oh, well, I didn't get pregnant by him and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, but or it's like, or you'll have some jakes out there and stuff. Be like, well, he had a condom on, so I ain't really get the dick and whatnot. No, you got penetrated, shawty. Can't use that. You can't use that. That's what I mean by Jake trying to grease. It ain't gonna work. So you have it like this. So the woman will get she'll get judged too. And it says, then shall it go also with a wife that leaveth her husband and bringeth in an heir by another. It says, for first she have disobeyed the law of the Most High, and secondly she have trespassed against her own husband, and thirdly she have played the whore or thought or hoe, slut, in adultery, and brought children by another. You know what I'm saying? You know, and remember it says, and brought children by another. So even if she didn't brought children, she still did a move that the Lord was like, nah, you shouldn't have done that. And that's why the Lord, you know, we're an adulterous generation like that. But since we follow the ways of the heathen and stuff, that adultery goes into fornication, where we cheated on the Lord by sitting up here following the ways of the heathens. Now, let me go into that. Let me go into that. let me go into that. So, spiritually cheating on the Lord and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, would also be considered as fornication and whatnot. So I'm going to Exodus, no, Ezekiel 23. Ezekiel 23, it says, now it's going to be Israel, southern kingdom and northern kingdom, you know what I'm saying, because when you read this and stuff, uh, it talks about how Jake was going off. Birth, Southern Kingdom and Northern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom went off when you go into the history in the book of Hosea and stuff, the 17th chapter. No, it's a 17. No, it's before that and stuff. It's in the book of, it's still in the book of Kings. You know what I'm saying? It's like it, not Hosea, but it's in the book of Second Kings, the 17th chapter and stuff, where it's kind of before that and stuff, and that's when Northern Kingdom and stuff split it away. You know what I'm saying? For world from Southern Kingdom and stuff, because King Solomon's son Rehoboam and stuff was being too fucking harsh, and then you got Jeroboam, which was the leader. Well, he was if I believe so, he was an Ephraimite, and the thing is that he was sitting up here. He pulled away a lot of Northern Kingdom and whatnot and stuff because they was fed up with Southern Kingdom and shit. And then next thing they started going off later down the line. And Jeroboam and stuff is a evil, it's a wicked Israelite. And it's like this. It's like this. He had Israel going off, and it was probably some Levites and stuff amongst him and whatnot and stuff, but he was going off. So it's like this. And causing Israel to go off. So the point is that when you hear a whole lot and a whole about, you know what I'm saying, it's going to explain itself. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much a whole lot and a whole about and stuff. I don't know which one it is until I read it. So a whole lot of the elders. So a whole lot is Judah, and it says a whole about and stuff is Northern Kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Right, so this is Ezekiel 23 and 1. It says, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, there were two women, the daughters of one mother. It says, and this is metaphoric. You know what I'm saying? It says, and they committed whoredoms in Egypt. It says they committed whoredoms in their youth. It says there were, because remember, the Lord always used similitudes and stuff to actual life. It says there were their breasts pressed, and it says, and there they bruised the teats of their virginity. You know what I'm saying? So they was fucking at their chastity. You know what I'm saying? And it says, verse 4, it says, and the names of them were Aholah and the elder and Aholabah the sister, and they were mine, you see? And it says, and they bare sons and daughters, thus were their names Samaria, and thus this is thus were their names Sumerian. Samaria is Aholah, and which is Northern Kingdom, right? It says in Jerusalem, Aholabah. So I probably got it wrong. Yeah, okay, I got it wrong. So Sumerian stuff is Northern Kingdom and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Jerusalem, Aholabah, because Northern Kingdom went off first, and then Jerusalem followed. I mean Judah. You know what I'm saying? Follow after and stuff. You see? Salakia. Verse 5, it says, and Aholah played the harlot. You see? So what's harlot again? It's the words Zanah, to commit adultery, fornication, and what whoredom, you see? Right? What is whoredom? Adultery. You know what I'm saying? But this is in a spiritual sense. You know what I'm saying, right? But remember, as I read in Exodus 20 and 5 and whatnot and stuff, that as I read in Exodus 20 and 5 and whatnot, the Lord said he was a jealous power. So what would bring forth that jealousy? If a man is sitting up here dealing with this woman and he find out that another man and stuff is putting his sticky fingers and stuff upon his toys and stuff, guess what? He gonna get fucking mad. Look at all the different guys and whatnot and stuff. Where now, according to my spirit and stuff, you should really, check the woman and whatnot if that's really who you want to be with. You know what I'm saying? You should check with her and whatnot. When I say check with her, you should check her like, Shawty, you supposed to be with me. Fuck is you doing with the old boy? You know what I'm saying? Right? Oh, that's the spirit. But for what I'm thinking on. But then, when it comes down to that's what you should really do and whatnot and stuff. But more than likely, if a man want to keep that woman in his possession and stuff, he gonna fight the nigga. It's just like and it's all animalistic and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's all animalistic because if you really look at it, it's all animalistic and stuff because if you really look at it and stuff, guess what? Uh, uh, it's all animalistic because that's what animals do just so they can mate with the female that's in heat. And evidently, the female had to be in heat for her to want to deal with another nigga and stuff instead of just wait for our own guy and stuff to come through. You see? And the Bible don't teach us to be animalistic. The Bible teaches us to be spiritual. And then if you being spiritual because he's in the spirit, what does that mean? That makes you a god. You see? Paganism and stuff is of the flesh. That's why that shit lose. But when you continue to follow the spirit and stuff, as you continue to follow the spirit is what uh, 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 makes you on a higher frequency. You know what I'm saying? Or not just a higher frequency and stuff on a higher level. You see? Right? Right. So this verse 5. It says, and Aholah played the harlot when she was mine. Now I want to grab this. I come right back. I want to make this point. I might come back to it again, but this Jeremiah 6:2. It says, and I have likened daughter. I said, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman, right? Zion is another word and stuff that's called to Israel. You know what I'm saying? That Israel has. And as you can see, it's the word to Zion, right? And it says a mountain of Jerusalem. It says capital. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, right? So you can see and stuff. The Lord has many names for us, right? Chosen, right? So it says because it's 18 nations that the Lord had created and stuff, but He chose one and stuff to be onto Himself to be like Him. You see, like father, like son, such situation like that. You know, right? As it says in John 14:9. So that's Jeremiah 6:2 and stuff. So the Lord looks at us, saying, as a woman. So when you go to the Ezekiel, the 23rd chapter, because a daughter is a female, right? When you go to Ezekiel, the 23rd chapter, when he talks about Aholah and Aholabah and whatnot and stuff, he's mentioning Israel. You see? So this is Ezekiel 23:5. It says, and Aholah played the harlot when she was mine, and she doted on her lovers, on the Assyrians, her neighbors. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, when it come down to the Assyrians, you know what I'm saying, you have Israelites who claim that they're Assyrians. You see, look like them, talk like them. It don't matter, right? But this is referring to the heathen customs and stuff that they followed, right? Verse 7, it says, verse 6, it says, which were clothed with blue captains and rulers, all of them desirable young men, horsemen, riding upon horses. You know what I'm saying? So they was in position of power. And what do women do? Women follow power. You know what I'm saying? We see that when it comes down to a lot of Israelite women and whatnot and stuff, they with a Edomite man because they have power when it comes down to the side. They got power when it comes down to society and stuff because this is his sovereignty. You know what I'm saying? But since that power is slowly being shifted onto Israel and stuff, their women and stuff. The heathen women and some Israelite women, what are they doing? They shifting their ways and stuff towards us. You see, you know what old girl saying stuff. I'm not saying that she was a heathen woman. She could have been Jake. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the shit. That's that for speech and stuff. That was most definitely sincere. She had set up here and she like, you know, she was like, I cook for you, I wash your clothes, you know what I'm saying, and I'll be obedient because that's what you guys want. I'm no longer feminist, guys. I'm sorry. But before that she was saying that she don't care if you light, dark, you know what I'm saying, cute, ugly and stuff. She you know, and these women ain't just sitting up here falling away to feminists and stuff, and it just keep felling them and stuff, and they change. They hearing this truth, because when it come down to this word gonna be preached to the four corners of the earth. You know what I'm saying? And for motherfuckers who believe in flat earth and whatnot and stuff, how the fuck can you take California and stuff and take a boat and stuff and get your ass to the Middle East and stuff in no time? So just to put that out, because you do have motherfuckers out there who will believe that, right? That's a quick cut. But anyways, this is Ezekiel 23 and 6. It says, which were clothed with blue captains and rulers, all of them desirable young men, horsemen, riding upon the horses. Now, let me bring this out too. And that Jeremiah 6:2 and stuff, that's not just talking about the women. You know what I'm saying? It's twofold. It's talking about the women exactly, and then at the same time, it's talking about the men. Now, let me get this point, and I'm gonna come right back. So this is Jeremiah. Uh, uh, I guess the Lord didn't want me to say anything and stuff around them people. It's Jeremiah 6. No, no, no. It's Jeremiah. Well, Jeremiah 6:2. I'll read it again. Bear with me. And it says, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. Right. So this is Jeremiah 3:14. It says, turn or backsliding children. Now we all his children. He don't give a fuck how old you is, nigga. He don't give a fuck about that. Right? Right? We all his children. Right? And it said, and I'm talking about Israel. You see? Because what is it? Sirach 5. Yeah, Sirach the fifth chapter and stuff. It tells you how you got all these different variations and stuff, but the Lord chose one. You see? Right? So the Lord chose Israel even though he created other nations. Right? And then once again, I got to reiterate it and stuff, you know what I'm saying, for those who's really sensitive in the ears, the thing is that guess what? You will, and if you a heathen, no. If you an Israelite, if you're an Israelite and stuff, you can look like the heathens. So don't trip. Don't fucking trip. Right? Right? And don't let nobody sit up here and mess with your head and stuff. If your spirit and stuff could if you could see a resemblance and stuff when it comes down to what the scriptures to talk about and stuff, and it happens within your life and whatnot, you might be a Jake. You might be a Jake, and I'm talking about before you even heard the truth. If you think back and be like, you know what, I was going through this, I was going through that and stuff, and you see how it lines up with the curses, don't care, don't fuck with anybody else talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's the motivation and stuff I'm giving to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? So it's Jeremiah 3:14. It says, turn, O backsliding children. Backsliding means to turn your back on. We turned the back on the Lord and stuff. Because guess what? We had a covenant. There was a covenant where you have about Shemiah Shad, you know what I'm saying, that the Israelites had did. The Israelites and stuff followed. The Israelites told Moses, like, look, we ain't gonna deal with the Lord. We gonna deal to you and stuff. So that also shows and stuff that there's gonna be mediators and stuff, and that shows, that the reason for a prophet, because a prophet is a mediator. You know what I'm saying? Not the mediator like Yahweh Shai, who the world really calls Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that we are mediators. As it says in the book of Obadiah, I think it's 1:18, it says that we're saviors too. Because what are we doing? We paving the way and stuff that you should follow and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to do right, right things that's pleasing unto the Lord and stuff, where your ass can get saved. As it says in Philippians 2:12, it says, "Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." You see, but guess what? You got to be shown the way first. So you got to show it to other individuals first. You know what I'm saying? Just to show it to you. You see, and that's how we be considered saviors. So we follow Yahweh Shai and whatnot. We understand that He died on the cross for our sins, but at the same time, in order for us to be saved on the first go round and stuff, we gotta follow Him. We gotta follow Him. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do the best that we can and whatnot and stuff to be like Him, to be as perfect as Him. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get it on this first go round because our bodies are subject to vanity, as it says in Romans 8:20. But we can do the best that we can. That's what matters. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is looking at your fucking effort. That's what He's doing. You see? Just like when it comes down to a job and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They play them different games and whatnot and stuff, and they be on that bullshit and stuff. But when they see that you put in so much effort and whatnot and stuff just so you can get the job and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They hire you. You know what I'm saying? Or let's look at it when it comes down to school. You know what I'm saying? Your teacher and stuff will enlighten you and stuff with different curriculum, no, not curriculums. He'll enlighten you and stuff with different things, different, other assets and whatnot and stuff that he don't think that's privilege for the other children, but think it's privilege for you and whatnot and stuff, so you can pass. That's what we do. You see? But anyways, Jeremiah 3:14, it says, "Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, Yahweh about Yahshua, for I am married unto you," and stuff. We know that he a father, so he a father figure and stuff. He a male spirit and whatnot and stuff. Metaphorically and stuff, we looked upon as the women. The scripture says that the woman is a weaker vessel. I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna come back. There's First Peter 3:7. It says, "Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life." It says that your prayers be not hindered. Weaker vessel. You know what I'm saying? Right? Some go to this, and I don't get the word weaker. I don't know how to say that. Do your best. Strengthless. Right? Strengthless. Now I'm gonna give you this. It ain't talking about physical strength. Because I seen a female and stuff who got abs on her back and whatnot and stuff. It's not talking about that. Right? This is the book of Job 39:17. And it says, "Because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding." And that's why the man and stuff is very important and stuff, because he's the one that's given understanding and stuff to rule her. You see? Part of the curse and stuff is the fact that they want to rule over us and whatnot and stuff, but they don't have that ability. You know what I'm saying? They have the privilege because Esau Edom has allowed them and stuff. They have the privilege because Esau Edom has allowed them to, yeah, I mean, because when you read Mark the third chapter and stuff, he killing two birds with two stones and stuff. Make the woman prideful and stuff, and make the man and stuff feel like he ain't shit and stuff, so they won't come up against us. That's the tactic. That's the tactic that they're using. You know what I'm saying, right? So that's a tactic that he's using and whatnot and stuff. But since it doesn't work, since it don't work, no. For those who know the truth and stuff, it doesn't work and whatnot and stuff. But, but, all it does is cause the woman to get prideful and whatnot and stuff, and try to push down the man and stuff. You know what I'm saying? To have him under subjection and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's still a tactic and whatnot and stuff, because Esau Edom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you probably got Kamala Harris and stuff. That terror ass bitch. You probably got her ass and stuff as second in command when it come down to Joe Biden as what they call it, second or semi-president stuff, whatever the fuck they call it. I forget what it's called. I forget what the term is and whatnot and stuff. But they not finna allow her ass, or even an Edomite woman and stuff. They not finna allow women and stuff to be head of the country. That's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau even knows, because he reads the scriptures. Esau knows that the Bible and stuff is legit and everything else is bullshit. And the thing is that he's not gonna allow that. He's not gonna allow that. Or even if he did show it off and stuff, where it's like, yeah, it's a woman and stuff, and she's the president and whatnot and stuff. You have niggas, what I'm saying? Because Esau Edom is the true nigga. That old saying and stuff, niggas do what niggas gonna do and whatnot and stuff, and that's always in the bad terms. The true nigga and stuff is Esau, you see? And it wasn't because they couldn't sit up here and say Niger and whatnot, because not everybody is from fucking Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? They called us niggas and whatnot and stuff because nigga mean black, you see? And then when you go into the word black, black means void of light. But the light is within us and stuff, and that's why they had to teach us their ways and whatnot and stuff, so we could truly be black. You know what I'm saying? Meaning void of understanding, void of light. Not void of understanding, but void of light and whatnot and stuff, where we made wickedness, the righteousness and stuff for ourselves. You see? Remember, Esau is a hunter. Esau Edom is a hunter, and with him being a hunter, oh, with Esau being a hunter and whatnot and stuff, the thing is, you know what I'm saying? He always trying to find some type of way and stuff to trap. Look at Open Season, the movie. When it came down to Open Season and whatnot and stuff, you had old boy with a little rifle and whatnot, the single shot, and guess what he was doing? He was always trying to find some type of way and stuff to trap the animals. You know what I'm saying? That's how Esau even look at us, the full-blooded spirit Caucasian. That's how you look towards you Israelites and stuff, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. That's how you look towards you. You know what I'm saying? And they always trying to trap. That's why they keep trying to bring out these different legislations and whatnot and stuff to fuck you up and stuff, because they don't want you to come back to the truth, because they know that would make them that would cause the end of the kingdom. You see? Right? So not to veer off, because I know I did a little bit and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But Job 39 and 17, it says, because the Most High have apprised her of wisdom, it says, neither have he imparted to her understanding stuff. That don't mean that you just blatantly dumb. You know what I'm saying? That you just stupid as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Women are wise too and stuff, but the wisdom that they usually use be this. The wisdom that they usually use is this. No, I was right there. I don't even do this. Uh, the wisdom they usually use is this. This Leviticus. I mean Leviticus. This totally off. This Sirach 19 and 22. It says the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. It says there is a wickedness. It says in the same an abomination, and there is a fool wanting in wisdom. So when it comes down to the women, they use feminine wiles. You know what I'm saying? They use their body. They'll taunt you. Taunt. They'll taunt you and whatnot and stuff to follow after their way. You got a lot of alpha males and whatnot and whatnot. I wouldn't say necessarily alpha male, because the only way you are alpha male and stuff if you got these scriptures, right? Pretty much what would be said. Pretty much what would be said. I mean, you'll learn about the different feminine wiles and whatnot and stuff. But the thing is that what they say is that if a woman can see that she could use sex and stuff just to get what she wants, right? That's why there's so many gold digger videos now. Let niggas and stuff put on game and stuff, right? Because they want a dumb nigga and stuff they can control, right? And that's actually the curse. If you read and if you read and if you read and I think it's the New Living Translation, the NLT version. When you read in Genesis third chapter, it clearly says that uh, it clearly says that it says that she would seek to rule over thee or control thee. You know what I'm saying? And that's what women want. They might lose interest in a nigga like that and stuff, but that's what they want. And they use a pussy. Oh, my pussy. Shut up, bitch. No, inside joke. But anyways, the thing is that that's what they'll be on. They'll be on that. Women would use their bodies or the thought that, I can get some pussy from this girl, or I can get some head from this girl and whatnot. Some of them give it to you and whatnot and stuff too, because they'll manipulate you and stuff. It's like, I just need to give him this and stuff, and guess what? He'll shut the fuck up and still do what I'm looking for him to do. You gotta watch out for that. You know what I'm saying? But that's their way of supplanting. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, it could turn into wickedness. At the same time, it could turn into wickedness and whatnot and stuff because, you know, they don't just do that and stuff to the man that they have already. They do it to other men and stuff. And it's like, you know what? I gotta do sexual things and stuff. I gotta go past that bar and whatnot and stuff just so I can obtain what it is that I'm looking for from this other man that's not my husband. That's how it usually goes. You see? Now, all right, so I'm gonna go back. It's like you. And how it can lead. The scripture says, the scripture do say it said, when it comes down to Apostle Paul, all things are lawful for me, but not everything is expedient, right? And what expedience brews, you know what I'm saying? I think it's BREWS. Expedience, what is not expedient, what it bruises, it bruises imbalance. And the Lord, as it says in Proverbs 11:1, he said an unjust balance and stuff is abomination to him. So we ain't trying to be abominations to him. You know what I'm saying? That's why we learn the correct way and stuff and follow the right way and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately we won't get destroyed. You know what I'm saying, right? So, I read that and stuff, you read the Joel 39:17. For you females out there and stuff who skip the message and stuff, but yet get offended and stuff, the Lord ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Until he make you repent, right? Which is gonna come very, very soon. As the brother Bob Rod and stuff brought out, a lot of you women and stuff don't know, you know what I'm saying, what's gonna happen and stuff in the near future and stuff, which is very, very quickly and stuff. Don't look at it as like, oh, it's gonna be a couple of years. No, it's gonna be real quick. It's gonna be real quick. Starting July, it's gonna be real quick. And as Esau and stuff continues to make this place fall and fail down and stuff, you're gonna see. You're gonna see and stuff. It's gonna be horrific out here. But anyways, damn, I gotta piss. I gotta piss so much. I gotta piss so bad. And I'm hitting these holes. Anyways, I want to go back to Ezekiel, the 23rd chapter. Bear with me. Damn. Good thing I got these pants on, cause some regular jeans, boy, you go so far stretching your pants out. All right, uh, bear with me, bear with me. All right, so this is Ezekiel 23, like in Ezekiel 23, in verse. So this is a situation I was talking about. Pretty much, a man is needed. Yeah, it's always some faggot ass motherfucker. A man is needed. You know what I'm saying, to maintain the woman from her bullshit. A man is needing stuff to maintain a woman from her bullshit and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So she won't put more blood on her hands. But then at the same time, with us being married onto the Lord, when it comes down to men and women, you know what I'm saying, who are Israelites and stuff, the thing is that that applies to us as well. And that's why I went to that Jeremiah 3 and no, Jeremiah 3 and 14. That's why that's what I did. And that, I mean that's why I brought it out. So this is back in Ezekiel 23. And I know I'm all over the place and stuff, you know what I'm saying, but bear with me. This is I can't figure it's gonna be 3 hours. This is Ezekiel 23 and back in verse 5, it says, in Aholah, matter of fact, verse 4, it says, and the names of them were Aholah the elder. It says, and Aholabah her sister, and they were mine, and they bare sons and daughters. Thus were their names Samaria. It says, is Aholah. It says, in Jerusalem, Aholabah. And Aholah played the harlot, which I mean, when she was mine and stuff. So the Lord is saying, it's like, look, I was married onto these women. She was like, it's like it's mine and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I had this girl and whatnot and stuff, and she over here, she fucking with other dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord feels. You know what I'm saying? Right? So it says, and they bear sons and daughters. No, verse 5. It says, and Hola played the harlot. You already know what a harlot is. When she was mine, and she doted on her lovers. Let's get the word doted. It's the word agab. It says to love. You see, right? Lover, right? So pretty much and stuff. She loves somebody else. You know what I'm saying? All of us deal with that, right? It happens, don't it? You know what I'm saying? And then shit, a lot of you niggas and stuff who dealing with your female and stuff, yeah, she probably showing that she loyal to you and stuff, but yeah, she thinking about another nigga and stuff, and that's why another name always slips out and stuff when you hit that G spot. Just saying. And it says, verse 6, it says, which were clothed with blue captains, which was clothed with blue captains and rulers, all of them desirable young men, the horsemen riding upon horses. And I also want to put out like this, a woman will receive any man. She will receive any man. And that's actually part of the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? That's in the book of Sirach and the thing, or Ecclesiastes and Apocrypha. And the thing is that you know, think about it and stuff. Women are always thinking about having options and whatnot and stuff. So if the women are looking for options and stuff, that means that the man got some sort of power and stuff that they lack, but they want to attain for themselves. And that's why they try to deal with multiple guys. You know what I'm saying? You see? Because what do you women say right now and stuff? If the nigga don't got no money, he can't get no pussy. If the man don't got this, that, and third, if he don't got EBT, if he don't get, because shit, women talk down about niggas and stuff, but if a nigga got something that they could use for advantage and stuff for themselves, you know what I'm saying, they gonna look at that nigga as power and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You get 13, 14, 2800 and stuff on EBT and stuff, a bitch gonna slide on you and stuff because of that. We already know when it come down to you Ishmaelites and you Arabians and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You be pulling these Judite women and whatnot and stuff. These Judite women and stuff, or any type of woman, she'll be up in the gas station and stuff for motherfucking hours and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you just wait until woo the woo, she get some eggs. She get woo the woo, she get eggs or fucking man, this whole ass bitch and stuff getting on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? I probably shouldn't walk this way, but when it come down to it, it's like this. You got all these, all the different foods, and that's a whole cherry right there too. Here it is. You got all these different foods and stuff with different things that she need and stuff. If she knows that she can just throw it down and stuff and suck you down and stuff, guess what? She gonna sit up here and do that. You know what I'm saying? Just to get those things and stuff because you have the power for it. Just like she said, yeah, in the background, if you can hear her, I don't know. That's fucking confirmation, right? So it says Ezekiel 23 and 7. It says, thus she committed her whoredoms with them, with all them that were the chosen men of Assyria. it says, and with all on whom she doted, it says, with all their idols, she defiled herself. And that's what you niggas doing and stuff when it comes down to religions. That's what you're doing when it comes down to religions. You see? Anyway, look, shit. So that's the thing. Or Will is Sherry. But anyways, it's like this. It's like this. Hold on. That is madness. This madness coming towards me and stuff as soon as I turn my head. She fine as hell and stuff, but she in her feelings. She in her feelings. I most definitely deal and stuff too. But anyways, it's like this. Um Salaki, when it come down to distraction, she coming back. Yeah, that's a demon. That's a demon. That's a demon, Salaki. Or she just attracted. So look, it's like this, because I know my energy high. I know my energy high. So yeah, how about you, Yasharatazah? So it's verse 7, it says, thus she committed her whoredoms with them, with all them that were the chosen men of Assyria, and with all on whom she doted, with all their idols she defiled herself. You see, let's get the word defiled. It's the word tama'ah, tama'ah, and it says to be foul. It says, especially in a ceremonial or moral sense, you see, contaminated, you see, falling the ways of wickedness. And it's not just the women that's falling the ways of this world, but it's a lot of you niggas too. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about you men. You see? So this is what you all are doing and whatnot and stuff, and it's causing the Lord to be jealous. And what happens? You know what I'm saying? When a man gets jealous and stuff of his woman sleeping with somebody else and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Before it was like, look, I'm gonna kill the dude, but nowadays and stuff, it's like I'm gonna kill the woman. And that's exactly what the Lord is doing. He's killing you. He's killing the women in a sense, because we remember we married onto him, right? He's killing the men and the women because it's like, look, I ain't teach you that. You telling me that you gonna follow after this motherfucker right here and whatnot and stuff, and I gave you everything that you wanted. He feel betrayed. So guess what? The Lord is like, look, I'm gonna kill you, and that's exactly what he been doing. You see, it's not cute anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, the Lord said that he will wink at wickedness and stuff, but now he ain't wicked no more. He like, you know what? It's like a motherfucking stuff who got two fingers on their temple and stuff, and they motherfucking and they leg and stuff is they, they off the toe and whatnot and stuff. They bouncing that bitch and stuff over and over and over again and stuff. Where it's like, man, I can't deal with this shit no more. You see, that's how the Lord is. You know what I'm saying? You know, and we know that it's niggas out there and stuff. They get cheated on with their girl and whatnot and stuff. We look at them as being a simp and whatnot, but they be like, man, this all I have and whatnot and stuff, right? And she just keep doing them dirty and keep doing them dirty and keep doing them dirty, and then next you know he snapped. That's what's going on when it come down to the Lord. That's what's going on when it come down to the Lord. You see? So all you Israelites and stuff that's in Muslims, you Muslims or Muslims or Muslims, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make fucking fun. Yeah, I'm gonna make fun. You know why? Cause your shit ain't real. Your ass is actually following after an African god, motherfucker, and stuff. You don't even know your history. They give you a little bit and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But you don't know your true history on it. I do. But when it, I say I do and stuff, but then other brothers do too and stuff because I've entered into other men's labors. When it comes down to Great Millstone, you know what I'm saying? Right? Pastor Har, Pastor Kabar, Pastor Wakai, Pastor Ramla, so on and so forth. So that's the thing. That's the thing, right? So we know I learned from them. I'm gonna keep learning from them. I'm not gonna go into anything. I tell you this, just a side note of stuff. Before before anything, so what most niggas do and stuff, they learn about the Illuminati. You know what I'm saying, right? I learned about the Illuminati and stuff. You know what I'm saying, because that was my calling and stuff. The Lord's like, look, it's time for you to come into the truth. So I was going in, not to be personal, but I learned about the Illuminati. Still going off, but I learned about the Illuminati and stuff, and then I learned about hidden colors. And then most of the hidden colors and stuff, they was low key learning from IUIC. And I started learning from IUIC and whatnot and stuff, when it comes down to the basics, you know what I'm saying, right? When they was on that JC shit. But then the Lord, for the situation I was in, I got a job where I was gonna learn from somebody, you know what I'm saying? That was in Great Millstone, who is not part of Great Millstone no more. And I don't know if he's still following the ways of the Lord and stuff. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, he is. But if he ain't, he the one who actually brought me in the truth in the first place. She want attention. Uh, 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 he brought me. His name was Micaiah, and he brought me into the truth and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I was already growing in a spiritual level and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that the Lord sent me he sent me the great millstone and stuff so I can know the true doctrine and stuff because I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Gad. I am a lawgiver. I am a lawgiver. You see, you know, I got the face of a lion. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, and then I do uh, travel around my area and stuff. But anyways, it's like this. You know, um, or whatever area that I am, but that I'm in. But it's like this. Um, or I might be another tribe. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm gonna stick to that for so. But anyways, it's like this. Uh, 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 the Lord is upset with a lot of you all that's in these religions. He ain't fucking with that, and he's making it known, as it says in Second Ezra, the 15th chapter and stuff, writing in the book and stuff, for they are faithful and true. It's been happening. So what are you doing as an Israelite? And you recognize, especially if you recognize yourself as an Israelite, what are you doing and stuff in something else? If you can sit up here and be like, yeah, you know what, I am an Israelite and stuff, but you in a religion, what the fuck is you doing? Because evidently your dedication and stuff, when it comes down to following after that religion you was in and stuff, it never occurred to you and stuff that you was an Israelite until you heard what the Bible said. So come back. It's a calling. What was that song? You used to call me on my cell phone. Dun, 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 dun. When you need my love, call me on my cell phone. And that's prayer, nigga. That's what it is, right? Right? So it's back in Ezekiel 23. It says verse 8. No, I'm gonna skip it. For verse 7 again. It says, "Thus she committed her whoredoms." Talking about northern kingdom and southern kingdom. It says with them. It says with all them that were the chosen men of Assyria. It says, and with all on whom she doted, with all their idols she defiled herself. You see, right? So she defiled herself and stuff, and how she defiled herself. You know what I'm saying? By following these other doctrines. You see, as it says in Psalms, the 10th chapter and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that they may fall by their strong ones. You know what I'm saying? Them strong ones and stuff is different doctrines, different philosophies. That's what it was. Different philosophies and whatnot and stuff. And the Lord like, stop following this. This is the right way. I will show thee the way. I'm gonna bring up men and whatnot and stuff. The scripture says that the Lord would choose the foolish things of the world to confound the wise of the world. Nigga sit up here and be like, yo, you can, yeah, he'll show that he had power and stuff when it come down to the scriptures and whatnot and stuff. No, Salaki, not power when it comes down to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Not that, not that. The Lord said that he'll sit up here and cause, like, oh, this how you can invest in America, MAGA supporter and whatnot and stuff. A lot of motherfuckers will believe in that and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, now I say it like this. I say it like this. When it come down to tangible money, Bitcoin and whatnot and stuff, niggas will listen to you. You know what I'm saying, right? But when it come down to the spiritual money and stuff, you know what I'm saying, right? Look at that. When it come down to the spiritual money, that's a long ass light. When it come down to spiritual money, they checking. When it come down to spiritual money and whatnot and stuff, guess what? It benefits. It benefits more than tangible money and stuff because that's gonna come to an end. So you're gonna need a miracle. You're gonna need a miracle. You're gonna need uh 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 that's why we sit up here and say build up your spiritual bank account with the Lord, do what He's saying, whatnot and stuff. And guess what? You're gonna be able to cash in on those miracles while everybody else is looking for instant gratification. That shit ain't working for them. But guess what? Spiritual gratification and stuff can come upon you, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that you good, you know what I'm saying, so you don't get fucked up, but everybody else and stuff gets fucked up. Shit, right? You see? Right? So, so uh so you gotta change. You gotta change. You gotta flip. I'm gonna use the game bang turn stuff. Nigga, you gotta flip. You gotta come back to the Bible. Now we're not a gang. We're not a gang at all. You know what I'm saying? For anybody out there, it's like you ain't a gang and stuff, man. I ain't fucking with that and stuff. Get your ass destroyed then, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass fucking destroyed. You know what I'm saying? But when it come down to it and stuff, it's like this. We're telling you and stuff to come back to return to the Lord and stuff because you was once with him. You see? All of us was once with Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You see? And the thing is that you need to return ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Because time is time, like Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z, he always say, time is wasting. And time is wasting fast. If you sit up here and think that you're gonna sit up here and just tap into the Lord whenever you want to and stuff, no the fuck you not. Because when that famine, the word come and whatnot and stuff, it's not going to be about, oh, I know the Bible, or no, Salaki. It's not going to be the fact that I have a Bible. It's not going to be about that. What it's going to be about is that you're going to need an individual and stuff who fucking understands the Bible. And if you don't have that and stuff, guess what? You will be lost. You see, you will be lost. So when it comes down to these electronic epistles, you know what I'm saying, doing these sit downs and stuff, you know what I'm saying, do the human and through, when it comes down to the human and through and stuff, which is the internet, once they close that down and stuff, how you gonna reach it? You got individuals and stuff who's already who's ready already, so they don't have to get ready, and then you in a situation where you need to try to get ready and stuff. And the thing is that you fucked this stuff because you wasted all this fucking time. You see, playing in your ass, twiddling your thumbs. You see, playing that. I'm gonna take that. You know. So, I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua Bahara Kakwadash. Double honors to apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which you ought to be. Shalom, wa Baba Quorum Yasharala. So it wasn't. It was almost 3 hours.